when you got back?
Yeah, Coach talked about it. We played a pretty good game. We got some turnovers. So it's good when you can score on defense. And then when it's 99 yards, it's something special, especially when number 7 has the ball. So, we have some good things, and obviously we can always improve on something. And fundamentals is one of those. And being that we got to tackle a little bit better, especially this coming week coming up playing Oregon.
It seems like things are starting to click on the defense a little bit more, but it also looks like your young DBs are starting to mature. How much does that have to do with defense clicking a little more than freshmen?
Oh, big time. It's big for us, especially for those guys to kind of grow up in a hurry. We put them in situations that those guys haven't seen yet. And being that it's 5 weeks, 6 weeks now, and they've seen kind of most of the situations, seen majority of the players that we're going to see repeatedly each week. So those guys are preparing well each week, and again, like you said, they're maturing well. It's good for those guys.
I think Goff had thrown for a lot. I mean, he was really throwing the ball around a lot before that, and you guys were able to pretty well contain him. How much confidence does that give you going in against Marcus Mariota?
Yeah, it does boost our confidence a little bit, but Marcus Mariota is a different player. The other guy, if he's a good quarterback, obviously they like to throw a ball a lot, and Marcus Mariota, you already know. There's not much to say about him. He's a Heisman candidate, probably a front runner, and good athlete. He's got good guys around him, so we'll see how it goes.
And you've played against him a couple of times. Tell me a couple of plays that stand out where he may have got you, where you may have gotten him. What do you remember?
Man, it was just every time we had a third and long situation where we felt like we had momentum on our side, he made a better play to kind of keep their drive alive or they scored. And so if we can win first and third downs, and just could do that consistently, then the outcome would be a lot different.
Their confidence more maybe this time in the previous years that you guys have enough weapons on defense, or you have enough to be able to slow them down finally a little bit?
We always want going with confidence in ourselves. We got to prepare well. Starting today on Monday. We feel like our D-line's doing a pretty good job getting after the quarterback. DBs, like you said, is maturing well. Linebackers are playing downhill, so I think we played a pretty complete game. Just fundamentals. Got to stay low and make sure we tackle the guys with the ball.
Where did things break down against Mariota the past years?
I think guys got too complacent. We was in third and long situations a few times, and guys just kind of got relaxed and felt like we won that series. And Marcus Mariota, you can't do that at all. Not even just him, it's the Oregon offense. The moment you relax is when things get ugly. So be more consistent and be stout at all times, and just play to the last whistle.
How do you keep that edge? Because it is fatiguing as the game goes on to stay alert to everything Oregon can do.
Yeah, man, we just got to do our job. Honestly, we got to win our one-on-ones. Every play and take it play by play. Can't rush, can't look at the next play, and when you do that, that's when they catch on to momentum and just take shots, and that's how they score so far.
They're a second half team, a second half offense. You guys hung with them first half the last few years, I think. I mean, is it a different sort of tired, or do they tax you a different way than Stanford does, maybe, or how does that compare? I guess.
I think fatigue kicked in a little bit. Those guys, they go fast, and the moment they get a big play, they probably run the same play and go a little bit faster. A lot of teams just, like I said, they get complacent with being third and long situation and relax, and then next they take a shot and they score touchdowns, and it gets ugly real fast. So consistent is probably the biggest word this week.
Is there any area they look maybe more vulnerable than they have in the past from what you've seen?
I haven't really dug into it yet, but each week they got something new. I think they got their left tackle back, and so those guys they don't know what they're gonna bring this week. They get better every game they play, and we got to be prepared for everything.
Eugene's different playing down there.
Yeah.
What do you remember about playing down there?
Oh man, they love their Ducks. I remember playing there a couple years ago, and those guys were just going crazy, especially us with the fans behind us, and they were just, they talk a lot of mess, and it's probably the same with our fans, but you just expect that being that it's in the way now.
Is it intimidating, or do you feed off of it?
Not really intimidating, just kind of a distraction if we let it get to us.
That's the most hostile spot you've played?
Probably, yeah. Just because the bigger rivalry, especially in the first half, things are kind of tense, a little tense up. Close. The game is a little bit closer, and so it is a little hostile there. Especially my family, think about traveling.
John, in past years.